Hello and welcome. In this video, we are going to talk about why have decided to go with the TypeScript. Apart from there are plenty of other languages like Python, Java, and there is whole other world out there. But why I'm choosing TypeScript is especially because of the stats, and I really like TypeScript in the my experience with the Angular and the JavaScript programming. So TypeScript gives really nice topping over the JavaScript, and it's really good to have that topping. It kind of eases some things that are burden over the time when you work with the normal or vanilla JavaScript or vanilla JS, whatever you like. So that's why I'm choosing TypeScript. So let's take a look at the stats basically. So you can see this is the Stack Overflow survey of 2019 technology, top most popular technologies, and you look what is the world moving towards it. Okay, so everything earlier was Java or Python or C Sharp, or that's just like it, and now everything is moving towards JavaScript, or probably the Golang as well. This is also nice, and then there is Dart programming languages, which is good. But yeah, the main reason why I'm moving to TypeScript is because it's first, it is a superset of JavaScript. So whatever I have in the JavaScript, I can apply that knowledge in the TypeScript. Second, I use JavaScript on the both backend as well as front end. So that is a plus point for me. I don't have to look for multiple technologies in order to maintain the same backend and front end of the same app. So yeah, that's it, and you can look at the status, how it is growing, and the community is pretty good for the TypeScript as well. And yeah, another reason you can take this a look. So Microsoft Hit with TypeScript comes as an open source platform, code editor, Visual Studio Code or VS Code, which is I'm going to be used as a primary ID for this tutorial series. And look at the status. So earlier in 2016 we got around 5 lakh developers, and now by the end of 2019 we have 4.5 million developers working on the TypeScript or doing their applications in TypeScript. Okay, so you can see, you can read this out basically, just do your own analysis. I have did mine, so you can see how is the JavaScript, how is the programming language popularity uh, in the current year. Okay, so this is quarter 3, let's say quarter 1. Take a look at any quarter 2 and 4 here. These are not out yet, so let's take a look at 19 quarter 4. You can always find this. I mean, you can compare these results by yourself. Okay, so this is how it is. So that's why I am starting with the TypeScript. Keeping that aside, you can take a look at really a quick history of TypeScript. So it was made public in October 2012. The version was 0.8, and earlier it was an internal development at Microsoft. So let's say October 2010, or I don't know, in 2010 probably they had this project, and in 2012 they made it public basically. So yeah, that's the history. You can read other details about the versioning and stuff and what's not in that later. Okay, and the Visual Studio Code, this is the ID that I'm going to use. So you can see this is purely developed in TypeScript, JavaScript and CSS. Okay, and yeah, that's just it. So this is where we will be getting started with the actual programming. For the sake of this lecture, I'm going to create a simple hello world program, and then let's see. So I have created this TypeScript tutorial folder. Inside this folder I will create another folder, hello, let's say, and inside that I will say hello.ts. Now ts stands for TypeScript. Okay, and you have to note one thing, that tsc that we installed earlier, np let's say npxtsc. Okay, so this version currently I'm using 4.0.5, and this is the compiler basically. So I'll just clear that out. I will say tsc, that should pop up. Yeah, and there should be -v option for the version probably. Yeah, this is the version anyway. So this is a compiler basically, so TypeScript compiler. So what it does basically is, if I have to show you, so you have your JavaScript code over here. Okay, so this is your JavaScript code, then you give it to the TypeScript compiler, and it's kind of compilates to sorry about that. You have your, got it, you have your TypeScript code, you write the code in TypeScript basically, then you give it to the TypeScript compiler, and it transpiles it, or we can say compiles it for now, to the equivalent JavaScript code. What I mean by that is, see, and every you can I can draw something like this. So TypeScript, this is my TypeScript, and inside that I have a JavaScript. So you can see what I mean by that is this is the superset. TypeScript is the superset of JavaScript. So whatever you write in the JavaScript is the correct TypeScript as well. So it doesn't matter if you write the entire code in your JavaScript normally, so it will still works. So that's just it. So this is the middleman, this is the middle guy that Microsoft developed, and they give you a nice wrapper around this JavaScript so that you can have a static or basically that you can add the types power to the JavaScript language. So yeah, that's just it. And yeah, let's take a look at the program. So I have created a hello.ts file here, and I will just say console.log hello world. Okay, and I will do tsc hello slash, I'm inside the tutorial folder. Let me just move the change to the directory hello, and then I will say tsc hello.ts. So what I'm saying is that, hey compiler, this is the TypeScript compiler, take this ts file, and it's going to transpile it to the equivalent JavaScript, and you can see it created a hello.js for me. And now in order to run this, you can use node hello.js. Okay, so that's just it. There you go, a simple hello world program. So remember, if you are you have a background with the programming, then imagine the all the imports, all the brackets and everything that comes along with it. But this is the beauty of TypeScript and JavaScript basically. So that's it for this video, guys. See you in the next lecture. Have a great day. Bye bye.